Welcome the students of class 7. We are discussing on the chapter that is fiber to fabric. Now it is the third session of this chapter. In the previous classes we have discussed on the different animal fiber and also the wool, what is also a animal fiber. Now in today's class we will discuss on the silk. So what is silk and its production and different types of silk, difference between wool and silk, etc. will be come in discussion. So first of all, what is silk? So today's lesson, that is silk. Silk is also an animal fiber. What is silk? Silk is also an animal fiber which is obtained from the silkworm. Silk is also an animal fiber which is obtained from silkworm, and it is also a protein fiber. So silk, it is a animal fiber obtained by silkworm. It is also a protein fiber. So by using these two characteristics, we can define silk, that it is also an animal fiber obtained by silkworm and it is also a protein fiber. So silk is a protein fiber obtained from silkworm. It is the definition of silk. Next, this is a natural or artificial. It is a natural fiber. So definition, that is, first of all, it is a natural fiber. It is natural fiber obtained by silkworm, and that is, it is a animal origin and also made of a protein. So by using three characteristics, we can define silk as it is a natural fiber obtained by silkworm. It contains the protein fiber, right? Next, that is, silkworm spin the silk fibers to form the yarn. Silkworm spins the silk fiber to form the yarn. So here the yarn is produced by silkworm. Silkworm spins the fiber to form yarn. As yarn we can make, later on we can make the fabric. So first of all, definition of silk: it is made of animal fiber, it is also a natural fiber, and it also contains a protein. Next one, that is, what is sericulture? Now in previous lesson we have known that what is rearing and breeding. Rearing and breeding. Now here also the same term, that is rearing. So rearing of silkworm. Rearing of silkworm. Rearing of silkworm is known as sericulture. So rearing of silkworm is known as sericulture. Next one, that is types of silk. Types of silk. So first of all, it is the mulberry silk. Mulberry silk, MULBERRY. First one, mulberry silk. Second one is the tossor silk. Tossor silk. And there are different types of tossor silk. That is, one is kosa silk. Is also comes under a types of or an different types of tossor silk. A genus of tossor silk is kosa silk, which is found in the states like Chhattisgarh, etc. Next one is the eri silk. and muga silk. So these are the different types of silk obtained. One is mulberry silk, another one that is Tussore silk, it is eri silk and muga silk. These are all obtained in India, and maximum is the mulberry silk, that is 70% of overall silk, that is mulberry silk. Next the Tussore silk, and then eri silk and muga silk. Next one, which comes from the different country, these are Anafe silk. Anafe silk. It is obtained in the African country. Next, maybe you may write it corn silk. One silk. One silk. It is obtained in the Italy, Greece, and most precious one, that is spider silk. Spider silk, which is obtained in the Madagascar island and its attached countries. So these are the different kinds of silk, that is mulberry silk, Tussore silk, eri silk, muga silk. Now mulberry silk, it is obtained from the silkworm which is cultivated indoors. Indoor. Second one, Tussore silk, it is wild silk, and generally it is cultivated in Indian region. It is the Arjun, Sal, these plants leaf is the natural food of the Tussore silk or the silkworm obtained for the Tussore. Mulberry silk, here also the a plant is required, that is used for the mulberry silk. Next one, the life history of silk moth. Life history of silk moth. So the female moth lay eggs. First of all, lay eggs. Here, after the laying of egg in the plant or in the piece of paper or in the piece of cotton, then there the eggs are converted to larva. First of all, it is the larva state, and then when it take food and becomes of large size, to upgrade it to the new state is known as pupa. And then in the pupa state they make a net with around themselves, and then spin around the head, spin around their head to form the cocoon. So cocoon is the in the pupa state they form a layer within the periphery of their body is known as cocoon. So cocoon is the structure made by the protein fiber around the periphery of the pupa, and by the use of its head or using its own body extract. Next one, from the cocoon state there is the another one, that is the final state, that is moth can be produced. So here there are 4 stages. First of all eggs, then larva, then pupa, and then cocoon to moth. In the larva state, it is also known as caterpillar state or silkworm state. Larva state is also known as caterpillar state or silkworm state. Now next one, that is difference between silk and wool. So the life history, first of all write down the note, that is life history, that is eggs, larva, pupa, cocoon, and then moth. Eggs, larva, pupa, cocoon, and then moth. Now from this cocoon, we extract the silk fiber. From cocoon we extract the silk fiber. Next one, difference between wool and silk. We will discuss on this, that is the life cycle or the cocoon history, on the next class. Difference between wool and silk. So here the silk and here the wool. Silk and wool. So first point, that is silk is produced from cocoon, and wool is produced from the point 1, and wool is produced from the bark or fur of animal. Next one, so it is during the production. Next one, silk has shiny appearance. Shiny appearance, no shiny appearance. Number 3, it is during appearance. Now it is the insulating property. It is less insulating. However, the tossor silk is sometimes it is insulating. It is more insulating. Number 4, that is used in formal dress, and it is used for winter dress. So these are the 4 difference of silk and wool. So what is silk? What is the types of silk, and how wool silk is produced, and what is silkworm? Silkworm, and then difference between silk and wool. Now there is the term that is artificial silk. Artificial silk is made of the cellulose fiber obtained from the plants like the bamboos or the wood, etc. So it is known as rayon. Rayon is known as artificial silk, and it is obtained from the fibers of the bamboos or the woods, etc. This is known as artificial silk. So from this part there may be one question, that is what is mulberry silk, or write a short note on mulberry silk. So the silk obtained from the cocoon, from the mulberry cocoon, there is soft, lustrous and elastic property and dyed in beautiful colors. These are the special property obtained from the mulberry silk. So mulberry silk obtained from the mulberry cocoon, which is soft, lustrous and elastic and dyed in different colors. So once again repetition the question, what is silk? Definition of silk or the characteristics of silk. Second one, the types of silk. And third one, the life history of silk moth and difference between silk and wool, and name one artificial silk. On the next class we will discuss on the how the silk is produced from the cocoon or the process. In the same way we have done it for the wool, that is from fiber to wool. Thank you.